Good morning, folks, and happy Friday to you. We've reached the end of the work week finally, and we've experienced the blessings of God. I think we have, at least through this week, and we're just looking forward to what God has for us today and beyond. Don't forget, Sunday, it's time to go to church, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time in the Lord. And just please come and be a part of our worship. You probably saw yesterday's devotion / invitation / announcements, and so we're serious about that. We want you to come and be a part of our worship at Oak Level. Here's one reason among many. 1 Chronicles chapter number 16 and verse number 34. Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endures forever. You know, I like to watch, or at least listen to, a lot of things on YouTube. Maybe I shouldn't do that, but I like to look at a lot of different preaching, different other types of videos, different singings. And I happened to be watching a video yesterday from a long time ago, but it's talking about the snake handling church, one of them in West Virginia. Now, we're not going to do that, so don't you worry about that. But I've got no problem if a group of folks wants to worship in that way. I've absolutely no problem with that. But in any case, the preacher, it would cut to different parts of the service that they were having, and the preacher said this in one portion. He said, the word will endure forever. And you know what? The word endures forever, and God's mercy endures forever. David tells us that right here. This is where he actually said those words, and then of course he repeats them in the book of Psalms when he writes down all of the praises that he gives. But he says, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy, his love, his grace, his infallible love endures forever." And you know what we can do? We can take courage in that. I was reading something this morning along these lines, and it talked about people that call themselves leaving the faith. And you know, you've heard my take on that already. If somebody leaves the faith, they ain't got it in the first place. Certainly our faith can be shaken at times. Certainly we can question things at times. Certainly we can wonder why things happen. But I believe if you're truly born again by the grace of God, then you're not going to lose your faith. If somebody loses it, they ain't had it in the first place. But in any case, we might look to the world around us and see the difficult things that happen, and we can wonder, why would a loving God let that happen? We say that many, many times, I'm sure. But you know what? There's something that I heard one time that really sums it up for me. You and me, we have absolutely no business questioning God and his will and his perfect timing and his way. Now, that's hard for some folks to swallow, but it's the honest truth. What we have to cling to, Christian, is God's steadfast love, his steadfast mercy, enduring forever. Things happen around us that we can't explain. Things happen around us that might be difficult. But you know the Lord Jesus Christ, you exercise that faith in God, and know that no matter what happens, his mercy endures forever. I've said it before, I'll say it again. We live in a difficult world. It's all a byproduct of the original sin. God does not allow difficulties. But what God does do is boost us and lead us and take care of us through the difficulties. And all we have to do is place our faith in that. We don't need to wonder why XYZ happens, although sometimes we will. But we need to understand that God's love, his mercy, his goodness, his holiness endures forever. And that's what we need to cling to right there. So I hope and pray that this gives you some encouragement and challenge today, and I hope and pray you have a wonderful, wonderful day in the Lord. Love you, folks, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. God bless you.